I was scrolling through socials and I came across this post that had been captured by Nairobi Gossip Club about this online cross-dresser influencer Kevin Kinuthia, and it said, "Life is so private, nobody knows I'm about to undergo a uterus transplant." And I think that's the most ridiculous move that this dude has made, because also when you watch some of the success stories of such, medical procedures, they don't materialize and bring the intended result. And number one, if you are born male, that means already that your DNA has male hormones, and that means for you to be able to sustain a womb itself that already comes from the female body with the female DNA, there has to be some sort of like DNA erasure. And that means that, this Kevin Kinuthia will have to undergo genitalia erasure, meaning that they'll have to cut off your penis. And remember, your penis is attached to your testicular muscle, so they'll have to cut off the penis and then the testicular glands as well, so that they erase any traces of DNA in your body. And that's the most painful thing an animal or a human being can expose themselves to, because the healing for that does not happen in 6 months, a year. That could take 10 plus years for you to first of all heal from gender erasure. I watched Botched on E. I used to watch Botched on E, and some of the surgeries he used to do, even just because there's a lot of Americans, by the way, who, having a big nose is totally different from having a symmetrical nose that looks a little bit, touched up, So a lot of Black Americans, especially female, and those as well that work in television in the film industry, they go for nose jobs to make your nose a little bit symmetrical and pointed so that you get accepted into some certain roles, because they want you to have that American look, and there's that Hollywood look that's accepted in TV and just the entertainment arena. At least if you observe closely some of those famous personalities, they've done it. Yeah, I believe it's there's those that go to Turkey, Brazil, but then they have the doctors there who have specialized in nose jobs. It could be a lunchtime procedure, but it could take several months for it to heal. But then you're likely to catch an infection. But still, back to Kinuthia's surgery, that's the most painful thing, because they'll have to erase your male DNA and then start feeding you with different hormones so that they replace the testosterone in your DNA with now estrogen. So if that surgery sometimes does not even work in the female genitalia itself, getting a womb is, nowadays with the organ transplant and whatnot, these medical procedures, you can easily get a womb because people donate wombs anyways. But then that being implanted into your body is something that could take ages, meaning that you're likely to develop, the dangers of that, you're likely to develop infection that could result to a cancer, that could also result to other, underlying medical issues that could take you years to heal. And then another thing is, it's extremely expensive, and some of those such surgeries happening right here in this country are very rare cases, but I understand now with advancement in technology, it could easily happen at any of these hospitals. But also, for that to be approved, you have to undergo a lot of medical scrutiny that's also costly, and the impact of that is resulting to just you being a sick person and being under medical care. Doctors watch 24/7. So I just don't know, bruh. Well, what is that? That's strange and ridiculous and just odd. I don't know if you will survive it, but yeah, I'll not be surprised, because if you watch those American shows where they're displaying some of these surgeries and whatnot, you'll see there's people who feel like they're in the wrong body and they have to do hormonal adjustment. It's such an intense procedure that it could leave you mentally, terminally challenged, I'd say that. So what do you guys think of this?